Hi, everybody. My name is Rebecca, and I um, make videos all the time about all kinds of things. But this is the first one that's kind of a fun one. My friend Evelyn Joy, who has a YouTube channel, and she talks about all kinds of things, either teaching related or things happening in the world, or she shares her family life, and I love watching her videos. Um, we've become kind of friends the last couple years, and so she asked for my address a few days ago and was going to send me a gift. I'm like, oh, you didn't have to. Thank you. So it arrived like yesterday. I was coming home, bringing my kids home from school. And that's when the delivery he's like, is this your house? Yeah, here you go. And she handed me this huge package. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to fit in the mailbox. It's like this big flat package. I'm like, cool. So I told Evelyn, it's here. So I'm going to open it and unbox it here for you guys because I'm curious to see what's inside it. It's nice and big and it's flat. And so let's just dive in. I'm going to have to stand up for this one because, yeah. So to make it easy, I'll just open it right here. Oh, hi, Kelly. Thanks for coming today. Okay. So there's the top. Let's see what's inside. Oh, this is cool. It's a sign created by Doorlaza by Cheryl Lynn. So if you want to check her out, I think this is really cool. Let's see what this one looks like. Let's see, I want to do very, very carefully open up the cellophane or unwrap it or cut it or something. It's nicely packaged. I do like that. Okay, we're just going to find it, hoping we'll just, okay, we're just going to wrap this way. It's like unwrapping a mummy, you know? It's got to keep going and going and going. So how are you guys today? I know this is a Saturday. It's a weekend. Anybody working today? And if so, for what company? Because I know that some companies are no longer teaching on Saturdays anymore. I have joined Tutor ABC, which is associated with iTutor Group. iTutor Group does the Hong Kong stuff. Tutor ABC is Taiwan. So we can still do weekends. And I have a few classes coming up, but the first ones didn't book. So I'm here unboxing. Kelly, you're right. Evelyn is good at gift giving. You are so right. You're not working. So what are you up so early? Well, maybe it's not that early for you. Because you're Eastern time zone, so that's 7:30. Oh, that's not bad. For me, it's 5:30. My alarm went off anyway, and the thing I don't like about Tutor ABC is that you don't know if you can get booked last minute or not. So I still feel like I had to get up anyway and keep checking and keep refreshing so I don't miss a class. So I thought, since I'm up, I'll say hi to my friends. And this is taking a long time to unwrap. My goodness, she did a really good job of sealing it, protecting it. I got this nice little collection of wrapping. You going to a soccer game? Oh, that's cool. I don't know what I'm doing today. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm teaching 3 out-of-school classes today. I've decided to work on Saturdays at out-of-school because I know many families cannot do during the school day anymore because the kids are at school. I know my daughter can't. So we head ahead and canceled all of our school day out-of-school classes because she can't be in 2 places at once. So if we do out-of-school, it'll just have to be on the weekends. So I know other families are like that too. So I'm doing 2 science classes today and 1 math class today. And they're actually doing pretty well. Lace half booked, one was pretty fully booked. So I was like, okay, Saturday can be my work day, and then I could take another day off during the week. So that's my plan. It just means that it's a work day. Okay, I'm stuck. Do you know what day it is today? I was just realizing this last night, that today is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Where were you guys 20 years ago? I still remember that. It makes me sound really old, though. It's weird to think that the kids graduating high school this year have no idea. They were not even born when 9/11 happened and the planes crashed. So I'm really glad that there are documentaries about that, and that there are books about that so they can remember, because they did not live it like we did. A lot of us lived it. Now, some of us were really young, some of us weren't. I was in high school, and I remember getting to school off the bus. Bus came at like 7 a.m. So I was at school. I'm in Mountain Time Zone, and I was in Mountain Time Zone 20 years ago. So everything was 2 hours earlier than it was in New York. And school didn't start till like 7:45, 7:50 anyway. So I was in it was my math teacher's class. And we were just chatting beforehand. You know how you are when you're in high school and you've got time to kill. You go find a teacher's room that's empty and you just chat for a while. So we were chatting, and he had the TV on. He always has the news on. And we watched it, and we're like, whoa, what just happened? What was happening in New York? And since it started at the very beginning of the day, this was like 9:30 for New York. So the planes had just started crashing. And all day long, we had the news on in all the classrooms, and we were talking about how, what was going on. And we didn't really know what was going on. It was happening live. But I do remember in the afternoon, one of my teachers says, "We are not watching the news. We're going to continue with our day. It is now afternoon. Our brains are saturated with the sadness that we need to move on with the day." And I'm kind of glad for that, because we all needed that little mental break. And I know people in New York couldn't get the mental break, but I was like 16. People who were young, this was a lot for us to handle, and we know we'd get it at home anyway. So for an hour, we didn't really talk about it. But it did change everything for America. Like, flights, how we do things now are totally different. It's crazy. So see, Kelly says, "My daughter's graduating, and I made sure she knows. Listening to newscasts from the day helped her to understand." Yeah. And I think when my children are old enough, I'll tell them too. I remember about 10 years ago, I was at a church Awana program, and for that year, they decided to read a story that was based off of one of the people who went in, and I think he was on the Pentagon plane, and how he helped to crash that plane in the field instead of the Pentagon. And it was made for children to understand. And so we'd read like a chapter a week. And I mean, it is for 5-year-olds, so it's very simplistically laid out. I think it was great. So I think when my daughters are old enough, we're going to talk about it too. But we have to find like the right way to talk about it with 5-year-olds. But it is important to talk about and to remember. May we never, ever forget what happened. I'm sure that in a couple years, it's going to start fading, just like the Pearl Harbor Day is memorable to some people, but not everybody. I don't want to ever forget any of these days. I think we need to remember what happened in history, because it really makes us appreciate the present. I'm still unwrapping, by the way. My goodness, this is like forever. So yeah, 20 years ago today, 9/11. Crazy, crazy. Okay. I promise you, I'm getting to the end of this. I did not think that this unboxing video would be so long, but it's so well wrapped. I probably should have wrapped it a little bit beforehand, but that's part of unboxing, right? Is like you actually have to unbox it live. You can't say, "Oh, I already peeked at it." No, you have to actually do it. It's like 10 minutes unwrapping later. Whatever. Okay, we're getting to the end. I can see wood. And I know I can see the front and you can't, but I'll show you in a minute. I promise. It's part of the reveal, right? This is a really fun looking sign, and it brings back a lot of memories. Okay. Gotta find another end somewhere. Let's get it. Where'd my scissors go? I guess I use my dino pencil. I got this dino pencil at a meetup a couple years ago, and I do miss going to the live meetups. I got a lot of swag from those meetups. Haven't been to a live one for probably 2 years. We had one like a month or two before quarantine, and it was a lot of fun. And then we haven't had one since. We want to do another one, kind of like a last hurrah, with VIP Kid, not knowing how it's going to move forward. It's just not feeling the same, Even if it continues, it just doesn't feel the same anymore. And I don't know if it'll ever go back to the hype and the heyday that it was a couple years ago. But there's still other online teaching, and I do like that what I see the sign is generic teaching, and not a specific company, which I think is very smart of Evelyn to do that. Okay, we're at the tail end. Okay, haha, got the last bit off. Ta-da! Okay, here it comes. Whoa, like that. Teacher Rebecca F. That's me. And you're probably wondering, why is this a Dr. Seuss hat? Ta-da! Because, and this brings back a lot of memories. A couple years ago, I always wore a Dr. Seuss hat, Dr. Seuss while teaching. And actually, last week I found it. I found it, and I just put it in here, and I haven't worn it, but I have it in here. And I had a little pin stuck in the front. And at the time, I had like skinnier headphones, so it fit beautifully, and it covered my head. But let's see if we can put it back on. There we go. And it always made the kids laugh and smile when they saw me. And I actually have a video called Why I Wear My Hat, branding, because it helps people like know who you are. And like I haven't worn it for like 2 years. I'd go in these like spurts. And so if like a whole year I wore this hat every day. And then another whole year I wore a different hat. I wore a Minions hat. And then now I'm using Minicam, and that's my thing for this year. So like I go through these like kicks, I don't want to be the same teacher I'm all the time. I want to kind of mix it up a little bit. But this is so fun. I love this, Evelyn. Thank you so, so, so much. I will find a way to rearrange my classroom, maybe move some pictures around so I can just kind of like hang somewhere and just be up there. And I think that's so cool. So thank you, Evelyn. And before we go, I did see that Kelly said something else over here about 9/11. A plane did crash in the Pentagon. That's right. Flight 77 stopped the planes from crashing into the White House or Capitol. Thank you, Kelly. It has been too long since I've done any research on that. I knew that 2 planes went into the 2 towers, and then I knew like the Pentagon and somebody else was involved, but I know 1 plane crashed into a field and did not make it to its destination. So thank you for correcting me that it did not make it into the White House, Capitol in DC. It got crashed into the field. But you're right, the Pentagon was hit. Thank you. Now, today I'm going to go watch a documentary and refresh myself on all the ongoings because I do want to be accurate. Sorry that I wasn't. Thanks so much for hanging around and watching. If you're watching the replay, go and type in the comments. What do you think about this sign? Did Evelyn do a good job designing it? Thank you so much, Evelyn. Like, subscribe, check out some more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.